Hey YouTube, we are here today with a box opening, like a structure deck opening. We're going to be opening the dark structure deck, the Jet Black Phantom structure deck, just because we figured you guys probably want to see it, just all the cards that you get, what comes in all of it, and just to see the break mechanic cards, even though we can't technically use them.
Yeah. Just to remind you guys, these starter decks, unfortunately for Force of Will, are from the Valhalla block, meaning they have a life break mechanic, which was taken out of the game. So you can only use these cards when organized play comes around in certain events, which kind of sucks. But when it comes to just getting into the game, right now there's no organized play, meaning that we can just play whatever we want. So there's no harm in getting these if you're trying to learn and you want to use them as a starting point. But from what we found, you don't even need to do that. If you can afford getting some boxes, just go ahead and do that. But we decided to get these anyway to show you guys what they were, to see if, in case any of you were interested. So, without further ado, I'll open the black one. Or the darkness. It's not magic.
No, it's not. Don't sue us for copyright.
Alright, so when you open the box, you get handy dandy, if I can open it. Crap.
You had an opening problem in a different way.
Shush! Alright, that's upside down. The quick rule sheet, this is kind of the generic way that card games nowadays seem to be doing this, but it breaks down different stuff really easy. It's nice to see just the breakdown of the moves and stuff. Obviously, it still has the life break on there, but you just ignore that. But everything else, like, it describes the chase system for you, attacking, battle phase, main phase, all that good stuff. So it's really helpful. You can find this PDF on their website too, so if you don't end up buying the trial deck, you can still get this some way. So.
Yeah, this is actually like the most well done quick rule thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's more clear than Vanguard's. Next up, you get... Vanguard's bothered me. I don't know why. There's something about it that bothered me.
It was just really bad. Obviously.
Playmat. Obviously in current games, if you play Grimblock, this does not apply, but everything else does. Standby area, where you put your chance standby cards. Magic Stone area, ruler, field. The decks are actually sideways, which is kind of funny. I don't know if they did it to save room or if they know people will play sideways, so. And then breakdown of turn. That night little main phase, battle phase. Nothing on the back. Go. And then you get the Force of Will manual. Little baby manual. Really nice, describes some stuff. Obviously, like the limit life break and call phase are out of the game now, but this is still really helpful, and it has this really nice thing in here, yeah. It has a timing diagram, which breaks down when you can do certain things and in what step. So this is really nice. I think you can find this online, but if not, like, this is just really, really nice to have. So, on to the fun part, the deck.
And if anyone, like, absolutely needs us to, we will scan that thing in and we will put it in the description of this video.
Yeah, so if you need it, we can put it, but I'm pretty sure you can find it online. So
yeah, you definitely can on the Force of Will site.
For the Darkness deck, the ruler is Zane, the warrior of, I'm assuming that's supposed to be condemnation, but it's missing the O. Unless it's a word and I don't know about it. He doesn't have a color, actually. So his J activate is payable 2 black and 1 if you have 10 or more cards in your graveyard. His activate is rest him, choose a resonator in your graveyard, return it to the main deck and shuffle. And he has a continuous, whenever a resonator is put into a grave from the field, this card deals 100 damage to the controller of the resonator. So he's kind of trolly. It's actually a really cool card. And his flip side is Anubis, the Guardian of the Throne.
Really sweet.
Yeah, pretty cool looking if you like demons and stuff like that. Just like the Grim sets, the rulers are foil on the J-Ruler side, which is nice. And his enter ability says, each player chooses a resonator in his or her field, then destroys all other resonators and additions on the field. Then each player chooses 2 cards in his or her hand and discards the rest. So, he's kind of like super reset. I guess with this deck, you center around getting one big dude out. So that's pretty cool. I haven't played with the deck, so I wouldn't know. Also, one thing I do know about it, and it kind of sucks, is all the Valhalla block stuff, the translations are kind of off. So, like, you'll see certain words just don't make any sense. The Grim block, however, seems like they fixed all of that because the wording is much smoother. So, that's the ruler. Go. The foil card, the front card, is Astima, the Fallen Angel of Desolation. 6/6, 5-drop. She's a deity with flying, and her activate, remove a resignator from your graveyard. She gains +1/+1 until end of turn. So pretty cool. Really, really nice artwork. And she's foil. So I really like that card. Put that in the binder because it's pretty. Okay, next up for the shinies is Orpheus, the Nether player. He is a 4-drop, 1 darkness and 3 colorless or whatever. Resignator. He is 600 attack, 200 defense. And his activated ability is remove a resonator from your graveyard. If he is in your graveyard, you can put him onto your field tapped. Rested. Sorry, using magic terms.
Magic, so, please don't sue us.
He is pretty cool. Just keep getting a 6/2 body back, but he is a like 600, 200, so that's kind of why he's always in the grave. But still pretty cool. The art's really cool too. So the last shinies in the deck is Nidhogg, the Hell Dragon.
Oh man, you get 2?
He is 4-drop, 1200 attack, 1200 defense with Pierce, so pretty good. Pierce in this game, if they attack and they're blocked, the leftover damage after you minus the blocking creature's defense from their attack goes straight to the opponent. Or if you're attacking a card, it goes to the card. So his continuous effect is at the end of your turn, you may pay 500 life if you don't banish him. So big cost to keep him on the board, but if you can, excuse me, if you can actually swing with him, he's really big and you'll definitely be dealing damage. And he's only a 4-drop, so it's not that bad. So the rest of the deck is kind of just a bunch of break effects, actually. I didn't realize how many there were in the game. So Skeleton Soldier is a 1-drop, 200 attack, 200 defense. He's a vanilla unless you break him. If you do, it says put all skeleton race resignators in your graveyard into your field. So I don't know how many there are in the deck, but that sounds pretty cool.
Broken card number 1, everybody.
From what I've seen of the deck, it looks like it might just be him. Which, oh no, wait, there's like 2 more. Yeah, so it's not super broken, but it's still pretty good if you hit that late game and there's a bunch of them in the graveyard, because at least you get weenies. So, there's 4 of him.
And if you modified it, you could just make it all skeletons, and then it's done.
Yeah, and then you get 2 Familiar of Hades. He is a 600, 400 demon, 3-drop. His break is put him on the field, and his continuous is when he attacks, put the top card in your main deck to your graveyard. So, awkward wording, but you basically mill a card when he attacks, so still pretty good.
For a 3-drop, anyway.
Yeah, 3-drop, 600 attacks, pretty good. It bothers me he doesn't have flying and he has wings.
Kelly's still real salty about were-rabbits.
They don't have wings! Why do they all fly?
They're just adorable, leave them alone.
And yet none of my vampires fly except for Vampire Bat and him. Anyway, whatever. So, doesn't matter.
We'll do a small, like, things Kelly hates video.
It's a lot of things. Oh my god, it's so many things. I can rant forever. Okay, so next up is Lantern, the Spirit of Gravekeeper. So he is a 1-drop, 500, 500 Nightmare Resignator, and his continuous ability is when this card is put into your graveyard, destroy this card. You get 4 of them, pretty good. His art's kind of cool. So if you blow anything up, he blows himself up, so it's not amazing, but he's a 5/5. Next, is Ghost Swordsman. You get 4 of him as well. He's a 2-drop. His break ability is put him on the board. He is a 200/200. His activate is pay 1 black and 1. When this card destroyed by battle damage, put it. When this card destroyed by battle damage, put it into your field rested.
When he gets destroyed by an attack, you can pay 2 and he comes back.
Okay, the translations on these cards are really bad out of the trial deck. Oh god. So yeah, that's literally what he says verbatim. That's really bad.
It's the first.
That was bad. Sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna skip that. Next is Bloodlust Baron. He looks just like one of the vampires from Magic. He's a 3-drop.
Yeah, he is the
800 vampire. His break is choose a card in your opponent's hand at random and discard it, so he's kind of trolly.
Is that the guy who poops out little vampires?
Yeah, he looks just like Bloodlight Keeper from Magic, like same background and everything.
Magic about to sue us for copyright when they see this dude on the screen.
Anyway, yeah, when he breaks, you discard a card from at random from your opponent's hand, and his continuous effect is when this card attacks, destroy target resignator on your field. So you have to blow up one of your own creatures to attack with him.
And you can just blow up the dude that comes back and everything's okay.
Yeah, it's probably the loop with this. There's 4 of him. Or the loop, say that loosely.
The soft infinite.
So you get 4 Dullahan, the Death Knight, the Headless Horseman. He's 4-drop, 600. His continuous effect is when this card is put into a graveyard from your field, destroy the resignator targeted by enter. Meaning when you cast him, his enter ability is choose target resignator, and when he goes to the graveyard, you get to destroy the resignator you targeted. So that's pretty cool. Assuming that your enter thing stays on the board. It's pretty cool. Next up, I think is the only other skeleton in the deck to work with your break thing. But Skeleton Horseman, he is a 2-drop, 400. His break is to put him on the field, and is continuous. At the end of your turn, put the top card of your main deck in your graveyard, so you may want to keep him on the board every turn. Next, and I think last for creatures, is Dragon Zombie, the Necro Dragon. He is a 4-drop, 1200, 1000.
My god.
Shut up. His break is put this card into your field, and his continuous is when this card battles, destroy it at the end of the turn. So, you only get 1 battle with him, but kind of cool, because like if you know you have to attack with him, and you know he's going to blow up, you can just pop him off. So
first set had a lot of really big dudes, apparently.
Yeah, so there's a lot of big guys. But
at least in black.
You really have to play around with who you attack with and stuff. So
black has large things?
Oh. Okay, so the first edition in the game is Power of Hatred. It is a 1-drop continuous. Resonator with this gets plus 400, minus 200. So just generic, make your stuff bigger.
It's gonna die anyway, who cares?
Next up is Binding Chain, a 3-drop spell chant. Rest target resonator, it gains -4 and -4 until end of turn. So either get something off the board, or if there's something really big, make it easier to kill and killable by resting it, or just rest something you don't want to block. I actually really like that card.
Spam.
Shut up. Alright. Soul Sympathy, spell chant. It is a 2-drop. It has a break ability. You may destroy a resignator in your field. If you do, you may destroy a resignator in your opponent's field. So, bomb 2 cards on the board if you break it. It's pretty cool. Its normal effect is each player destroys target resignator in his or her field. You choose the target first. So, similar effect to its break, but if you break it, you get to choose the one your opponent blows up. Then, the last card in the deck is Grasp of Life, a 2-cost spell chant standby. Its trigger is during an end phase, destroy target resonator that attacked this turn. So, I actually kind of like that standby. It's really cool. And then you just get a generic Mana Stone deck. So yeah, that is the trial deck for black. We wanted to do this video, like we said, to show you guys if you want to play and you want to get one, that's what's included in this one. But remember that when organized play starts, you can only use these cards in certain formats. So.
But again, that's not till March 5th.
Yeah, so until then, if you want to get this just to build off of and make a deck, honestly, I don't see anything wrong with that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's about it. And we'll do 2 other ones before we wrap up this trial deck series. So, thanks for watching.
Yep, see you guys.